a party when I call the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping, running, tearing out.
Don't play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and our home team. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3 and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Hold me ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it's first down, Buffalo.
Got ready.
Back to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. On play action, they'll throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball again on second down. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Crusaders have taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Again, Elbert partner, I'm going to get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
This will be caught at about the 3. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll look to throw now on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecast. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Trap 60. Hurt.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great out.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready, break. 18 Rattler. Go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
60
On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Touchdown, Bills! From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Crusaders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Now a hit and a loose football. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good. First down.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most...
And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a...
And now here is another interception. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right?
And now here is another interception. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films to keep up with a really good plan and try to chip away this time.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.